This is 12th zoology video class, second video of this day. The picture what you are seeing is the photos of child. What you are seeing is the one Down syndrome child. Down syndrome child. So this is one of the disease. Autosomal aneuploidy in human beings. Autosomal aneuploidy in human being. As we have discussed in the last class, chromosomal abnormalities. Chromosomes disorder are caused by errors in numbers or structures of chromosome. That is because of chromosomal abnormalities. In that, there are different diseases are there. In human, Down syndrome, Turner syndrome, Klinefelter syndrome, Patau syndromes are some of the examples of chromosomal disorder. You see the chromosomal disorder, there are two types of chromosomal disorder there. One is autosomal aneuploidy in human being. What does it mean, aneuploidy? Aneuploidy means the chromosomes which may be extra of chromosomes or which may be less chromosomes of the human being. Extra chromosome means if you have the human being 46 chromosomes will be there. Instead of having 46 chromosomes, they will be having 47 or 48 chromosomes. Okay, so that is we call as a autosomal or allosomal chromosomes. Autosomal means out of 46 chromosomes, 44 chromosomes only we call as a autosomal chromosomes. Among that 44 chromosomes, any one of the chromosomes may undergo for defects. That is because of autosomal aneuploidy in human being. Okay, several autosomal aneuploidies have been reported in human beings. Examples are Down syndrome. That Down syndrome is also called as a 21 trisomy. Patau syndrome, that is also called as a 13th trisomy. Just we'll see what is Down syndrome or trisomy 21. So I'll show you now. Just we'll see. So this is what the human chromosomal abnormalities, and here the autosomal aneuploidy in human beings. Down syndrome or trisomy 21. Trisomic conditions of chromosomes and 21 result in Down syndrome. Chromosome 21 there may be defect, that is because of Down syndrome. Okay, so what are the symptoms of this one, or what are the characterized by the Down syndrome? Are mental retardations, severe mental retardations, not slightly, severe mental retardations, defective development of central nervous system, and increased separations between eyes, flattened nose, ears are malformed. What happens here? There may be space will be there between eyes as well as the nose as well as the ears. Normal, if a human being have the normal space in between eyes as well as the nose. Instead of having normal space, they'll have some more extra space. That's what they say. Yes, separations between the eyes, flattened nose, ears are malformed. Mouth is constantly open and tongue is protrudes. What does it mean protrudes? The tongue used to come out, that is because of protrudes. The next one is the one Patau syndrome. Just I'll show you the image. So these are the photos already I've shown you. Down syndrome. Here the Patau syndrome, what they say here, can you see the chromosome 13th one? Chromosome 13th one. So this conditions, the Patau syndrome is also called as a trisomic conditions of chromosome 13. That is why it is called a trisomy 13. Tri means what? 3. And chromosome 13, instead of having one pair, one chromosome may be extra. That is because of trisomy chromosome 13. Okay, that results Patau syndrome. During meiotic divisions, non-disjunctions is thought to be cause for this chromosome abnormalities. What is non-disjunctions? What do you mean by junction? You know, joining one we call as a junctions one. Non-disjunction means the chromosome doesn't join properly. So in that case, they'll have trisomy 13 one. So that is why they say meiotic non-disjunction is thought to be cause for this chromosome abnormality. Just underline, take your textbook, just underline. They'll ask you reasons for the trisomy. The same trisomy disease is also called as a Patau syndrome. What are the symptoms of this one? It is characterized by multiple and severe body malformations or well profound mental deficiency. Mental deficiency will be there. A small head with a small eyes will be there, and cleft palates will be there, and malformations of the brain will be there, and internal organs. Some of the symptoms are the syndrome. Syndromes means defects, we say. So this is the information regarding Patau symptoms, or we can say trisomy 13 one. And next one, autosomal abnormalities in a human being. As we have seen that autosomal means, as I mentioned earlier, there are 46 chromosomes there. In the out of 46 chromosomes, up to 44 we call as a autosomal chromosomes. All that 44 chromosomes seems to be equal whether male or female, whatever it is. Whereas allosomal chromosome, the last 45 as well as 46, the last pair we can say are single. If you say means 45, 46 chromosomes, they'll have defects. So such a case we call as a allosomal abnormalities in human being. Okay, so in allosomal abnormalities in human being, mitotic or meiotic non-disjunctions of sex chromosomes causes allosomal abnormalities. Whereas in the Pataus, they say as a autosomal, that's out of 46 chromosomes, they'll have, okay, here first disease, the allosomal abnormalities, first disease, the one, Klinefelter syndrome, and another one is on Turner's syndrome. Here, if you see the Klinefelter syndromes, and the chromosomes, here 22 pairs they mention here, last 23rd pairs, the 23rd pairs, if you just count single means 46 and 47. If you count as a single chromosome means the 46 and 46 as well as 47th chromosome, they'll have one extra X chromosomes will be there. That is we call as a Klinefelter syndrome. So this genetic disorder is due to the presence of an additional copy of X chromosome resulting karyotype of 47 XXY. The person with this syndromes have 47th chromosomes 44 AA. Here 44 is the number, AA is the one autosomal chromosome. Just I'll show you in your textbook. Take your textbook and just go through. If you see here, Klinefelter syndrome and 44 chromosomes. Which chromosomes? A is the one. A denotes autosomal chromosomes. Up to 44, the chromosomes are equal whether male or female. That is the denotes as the, that shows the 44 AA. AA means that's a autosomal chromosomes. Whereas 46 and 47, that is because of allosomal chromosomes. In the allosomal chromosomes 46 and 47, in that instead of having XY, they'll have one X chromosomes extra. That is why it is called as a Klinefelter syndrome. Okay, the usually sterile male, they call as a sterile male. What do you mean by sterile? Sterile means inability to produce young ones. That is we call as a sterile males. And tall, obese, you know what I mean by obese? Someone seems to be fat one. That is we also obese. And with a long limbs and high pitched voice. So these are the Klinefelter syndromes. Okay, and develop genitalia, poor genitalia. What does it mean, poor genitalia? The reproductive organs may be developed, less one. Okay, immature reproductive organ. That is, they say, as a underdeveloped genitalia of feeble breasts development. Somewhat the breast, the milk producing gland doesn't produce properly, doesn't grow properly. That is we call as a, these are the symptoms of Klinefelter. The next one is called as a Turner syndromes. Turner syndrome. I'll show you the chromosomes here. This is what we call as a Turner syndrome. Same thing here. Instead of Patau and trisomy, a Turner syndrome. Instead of having here a Klinefelter, they have 46 and 47. Instead of having 46, 47, they'll have 45th chromosomes. In the 45th chromosome, they'll have one X may be reduced. That is we call as a Turner syndrome. So this genetic disorder is due to loss of X chromosome resulting in the karyotype. So instead in 45th chromosomes, one X may be lost. That is we call as a Turner syndrome. So that's what they shown here, 44 plus AA. 44 AA. Here the 44, if you see here, 44 is the one regular the chromosomes. Out of 46 chromosomes, 44 chromosomes they have autosomal chromosomes. Okay, then 45th one, instead of having XX or X, another one, they'll have one less X type of chromosome. That is we call as a Turner syndromes. Okay, what the symptoms? Do they have sterile female? They may be a female, but they are inability to produce. That is we also in sterile female. And low stature. Low stature means somewhat seems to be some stout one. Okay, and webbed neck will be there, and underdeveloped breast and rudimentary gonads will be there. Lack of menstrual cycle during puberty. All these are the symptoms of Turner's syndrome. The main symptoms of these are the main symptoms of Turner syndrome. Okay, so the next topic is the one extra chromosomal or cytoplasmic inheritance. Extra chromosomal and cytoplasmic inheritance. Here certain characters are controlled by the non-nuclear genomes found in chloroplast, mitochondria, infective agents and plasmids. Okay, so here the certain characters control the characters which occurs in the organisms that are controlled by non-nuclear genomes. Okay, and found in chloroplast, mitochondria, infective agents and plasmids. These are all called as a extra chromosomal or cytoplasmic inheritance. So these characters does not reveal means found or find out, does not reveal Mendelian patterns of inheritance. Here they say, here Mendelian they say the characters which express these generations will be inherited to the next generation. But here in this sense that are expressed in the non-nuclear genomes found in chloroplast, mitochondria, infective agents and plasmids, that is why it is said to be a cytoplasmic inheritance. It's not related to the Mendelian patterns of inheritance. The inheritance of extra chromosomal genes are found exhibit maternal influence. Maternal means what? Maternal means mother influence. Maternal means mother. Okay, paternal means father we say. So maternal inheritance. The inheritance of extra chromosomes are found exhibit maternal influence. Okay, maternal effects is due to the asymmetric contributions of female pattern to the development of zygote. To the development of zygotes one. Even though there are equal contributions are there, male as well as the female, the female they have some of more cytoplasms in the egg. So that is why they express the female characters more. That is we call as a cytoplasmic inheritance. That is we call as a cytoplasmic inheritance. So here that's what they show here. The cytoplasmic extra nuclear genes have characteristic patterns of inheritance which do not resemble gene nuclear chromosomes, and it is known as a extra chromosomal or extra nuclear or extra cytoplasmic inheritance. And exhibited maternal influence, as I told you before, maternal means mother influence. And the extra nuclear inheritance, male and female patterns contribute equally their nuclear genes to the progeny. Progeny means what? Next generation's offspring. But do not make equal contributions to extra chromosomal gene. Hence the cross can yield different non-Mendelian results. So here this is because cytoplasmic inheritance. Cytoplasmic inheritance. So in animals can be studied with the reference to shell coiling, limnae and kappa particles in parameciums. Okay, what they say here, cytoplasmic one. Okay, the male and female they have equal contributions of gene, even though they have equal contributions, but in the cytoplasm in female they have more, whereas male they have less. So in the female, since they have more cytoplasm, they express some of the characters more. That's why they say in the cytoplasmic inheritance one. So today's questions are, just go through, draw the symbol commonly used in pedigree chart, comment on Mendelian disorder like thalassemia, phenylketonuria, and albinism and Huntington choreas. If you have any doubt, you can contact me. Bye. Take care.